Nebraska funeral worker caught stealing deceased person's sex doll in a body bag. Ooh, baby. Gotta get you home with me tonight. Talk about sloppy seconds. Back in April 2022, I caught the story of the New Jersey employee that was in charge of transporting bodies to the morgue. He was running their pockets. He was stealing their wallets. And in March 2023, a Michigan employee with the same type of job was scoping out people's houses when he would come and get the bodies so he could come back and rob them later. But stealing sex dolls, that is just egregious because you know no sex doll is ever lightly used. It's going to have some wear and tear. A Nebraska funeral worker has been accused of trying to use a body bag to steal a life-size sex doll from the home of a recently deceased person. Ryan Smith, 42, was working for a Mid-American First Call, not the publicity they wanted, I promise you, which handles body transportation, embalming, cremation, and other funeral-related services when he was arrested in October 2023, according to court records obtained by the Post Tuesday. Smith and another worker were dispatched to an apartment complex in Sarpy County on October 6 to remove the body of a recently deceased tenant with the help of the sheriff's office. Police said there was a very real life-size version of an adult female in the room with the deceased. The arrest affidavit explained Smith and the other Mid-American employees supposedly made comments about the sex doll very professional when they came to pick up the body. Police said a lot of counties hire third parties to handle their body transportation, so it's ultimately up to the third parties to vet who's actually transporting the bodies, and that's how you get weirdos like this. What, did you lock eyes with the sex doll from across the room? Was it love at first sight? What if the deceased person didn't want anyone taking the doll? They wanted to be buried with it for someone to sleep with for all eternity. Later that day, Smith supposedly returned to the apartment complex and manipulated his way back into the unit by claiming to be a representative from the sheriff's office. The court documents said he has to have her by any means. He allegedly told a complex employee that he needed to collect the sex doll for evidence. He had a body bag with him, which he apparently planned to use to remove the doll from the home. A short time later, however, another apartment manager found the deceased tenant's front door was dead bolted with a chain across the door. The document said the complex worker confronted Smith, whose shirt was untucked and his pants were in disarray, "You filthy bastard," and reminded him that no property could be removed from the decedent's home. This is what you're going down in history for, as being the man who snuck into a deceased person's home and banged his sex doll raw like he was consoling a grieving widow. On his way out, Smith supposedly asked the janitor to let him know when his manager left, old cock-blocking ass manager, prompting the latter to worry that Smith would return and take the doll. The arrest document showed he's trying to get round two. When authorities arrived to examine the apartment a second time, they noticed that the bed had been rearranged and that a black survival case had been taken out of the closet. The arrest document stated the sex doll, meanwhile, appeared to have been tampered with in the inner thigh area. It was it was sticking to the touch, and officers collected it for DNA processing. Got your ass. Based on the evidence from the scene, Smith was arrested and charged with burglary, impersonating a peace officer, criminal trespass, and tampering with physical evidence. Getting physical with physical evidence. He was released on bail and is awaiting a court date. The document indicated Smith's lawyer could not be reached for comment. Mid-American First Call did not immediately respond to the post request for comment. What are they really going to say? That they only hire these people to transport the dead bodies? The training does not include, should not have to include, telling them not to bang the owners or the deceased personal effects.